Are you ready?
Oh God, this is so stressful. So many people.
Right. So do you want to do like the Thanksgiving one? I can do the gym one.
Wait. What was the activity that we did in the gym?
Oh my God, this is stressful. There's so many people in here. Stop looking at me, Francis. Okay.
You got one?
Wait, what's yours? 'Cause I want.
Mine's the first day.
Mine's the first day too. Is that okay?
All right. Are we ready?
A senior buddy is a senior buddy that kindergartens have. They come and play with you and hang out with you. And play outside and do their games. And they already let me go first. They always let me go first. We have senior buddies once a month, and senior buddies is like your senior friend that comes like to just hang out with you and have fun. And my senior buddies' names are Aubrey and Kendall, and their favorite sport is baseball for Aubrey and basketball for Kendall. My favorite one is soccer.
My favorite memory was when we made turkey, like we had to disguise them, and we made ours a minion, and he even had like a little guitar. It was so cute. And afterwards we played this game called Stack the States, and our buddy Joseph, he really loves to play that game, so it was a lot of fun watching him play.
My favorite memory is probably also him playing Stack the States, because he's so aggressive in the way he plays. Like, he's tactical. He'll take, if he gets Rhode Island, he'll just throw it away and replace it with bigger states. I find that hilarious.
Yeah, he's so funny.
Ethan is graduating from high school this year. Did you know that?
No.
Oh, yeah, and he's gonna go to college.
Am I gonna have a new senior buddy?
Well, no, because you'll be in first grade. But when Ethan goes to college, do you have any advice for him, like something to tell him that would help him do really good in college?
Well, I would say do a good job.
What do you think if there's any things that he should take with him to college? Any like special items?
I'm thinking. All right, I got it. Maybe he should take some his pictures he likes and some of his stuff he made out of clay he has. Maybe that.
Okay.
And maybe his favorite books.
So my favorite moment with Gabby was actually when I first got to meet her. She was so energetic and so kind, and I felt like we immediately got off on a great foot, and it's been so much fun since.
My favorite memory with Gabby was playing Hot Foot. We had this sort of collaborative effort to win, or at least get as far as we could. I would pick her up while she was picking up the bean bags, and I'd kind of like, not launch her, but I'd kind of push her to throw the bean bags, and it was fun because she had fun being picked up by me, and I don't know, I think it was a good bonding moment.
So let's talk real quick about Isabella. So
Where is she going?
well, she's gonna probably go to college too.
Okay.
Do you have any special advice for her?
I would say maybe Eden can come over sometime and have a sleepover. So she can't be lonely.
Do you have any advice that you want to give Katerina for when she goes off to school all by herself without her mom and dad?
She needs your advice. Can you give her a little bit of advice?
I don't know any. Do your homework, Katerina.
My favorite memory with Layla is just getting to see her every few weeks and talking to her. I really love her, and she's a really sweet kid.
I think my favorite memory with Evie was definitely the first time we met when we played games together, because getting to know her was so fun and she had a million questions like any kindergartner does.
Yeah, I would say mine is, there was one time I was walking out of the school and she was going in and she was like, hey, I know him. And I didn't hear her at first. I turned around and I was like, she remembered me. And it made me just feel like I meant something to her.
My favorite thing is about Carly is she's fun and happy. My favorite thing about Anthony is the smile and when he gives me a hug after.
Elena, what will your senior buddy Katie be when she grows up?
A dentist.
What do you think she's going to do as a dentist?
Brush people's teeth.
Our favorite memory with our kindergarten buddy is probably building the Valentine's Day houses.
Yeah, and then we read about pandas for the rest of the time.
Elena, if you and your senior buddy Grayson had a superpower, what would it be?
To fly in the air.
To fly in the air, where would you go?
To the jungle.
My favorite memory with my buddy Darsh was making turkeys. We had to disguise the turkeys so the farmer wouldn't be able to cook him for Thanksgiving dinner, and that was a lot of fun.
My favorite memory would be the Duck Duck Goose that we played. Also, the dodgeball kind of that we played before.
Yeah, the
beanbag
dodgeball.
What do you think is the hardest thing for Rachel being a senior at Barstow?
He has to do lots of studies.
What does she have to study?
He has to do homework. But John and I would go to India.
What would you eat for breakfast?
I would eat eggs.
And what would your senior buddy eat? Bajan would eat. Say Bajan would eat.
He would eat.
Say Bajan would eat.
John would eat a bread omelet.
A red omelet, okay.
No, not a red omelet, a bread omelet.
Okay. Good job, Jar.
I would take Natalie to Japan.
What would you do in Japan?
I would study.
Study what?
The language.
Krish is very creative and artistic, so my favorite memory with him was when we were making our Valentine's Day bag and he was cutting out all the symmetrical shapes and choosing the colors. It was really fun to see him in his element. Yeah.
The favorite event is that when we were playing the beanbag game at the gym, he was so energetic. He was like fighting at the front line, and that was the best memory.
What do you think Joey's favorite food is?
I have no idea. Cheese.
My favorite moment with Ava was definitely the gym. Just seeing her with the bean bags. She was very energetic, and yeah, it was just great to see like her big smile, and after that, I was just so happy to see her so happy.
We get to play, get to talk together.
I loved how every time we come for a visit, she throws her hand really wide and wants to hug us and just yell our names and be really energetic. I love seeing her just really happy to see us.
If Nyangmi ruled the world, it would be making sure they're not mad.
Is this just free form? Just ask me some questions. You're behind the mic. Hit me.
All right.
Guide me. I just feel like I'm on my reality TV show, and I feel like the lighting's quite harsh, so I should have contoured.
Let's focus.
My senior buddies are Julia and Daniel. She's nice, and she tells me what we're supposed to do for lots of things, like color a picture or read a book.
What do you think is the hardest thing for Daniel about being a senior at Barstow?
That he has to do lots of homework and he doesn't know what it is.
My favorite memory was when Harper nailed her friend in the foot with the beanbag, and we won the dodgeball, the beanbag game.
Favorite moment with Harper and Daniel here was when we were making the Valentine's Day little basket thing, and she's a very cute kid.
Cool.
She hugs us after everything.
My favorite thing about Kevin is that we make projects.
And my favorite moment was when we did the turkeys and we dressed it up as a Pikachu because Barrett kept reminding us that we made a Pikachu every time we meet.
My favorite moment was when we were running around the school and taking pictures, making some new memories.
If Linda and I wanted to have a superpower, it would be invisibility. Because I want to sneak up on my mom and dad. Leah and I superpower would be invisible.
What would you do if you were invisible?
Sneak up on my mom.
My favorite memory with Henry was when we had to disguise the turkey and he chose to make his look like Spider-Man, so he colored it and I just let him have free reign, so let him do whatever he wanted to do.
If me and Brian were superheroes, we would jump really high.
My favorite moment with Adam is when we did the scavenger hunt.
Yeah, my favorite moment with Adam was when we made symmetrical minion mittens together. It was quite interesting.
If Nana and I were 7th, we would make a zombie that explodes.
What happens when the zombie explodes?
You get glue in your face.
Sydney, what is a senior buddy?
It's a big kid that goes to some people that do some stuff with them. A senior buddy is big and works in high school. A senior buddy is a friend you can have, even they're nice to you, and that's what a senior buddy is.
My favorite memory with Daniel was when he gave me a picture of him and his dog. We found out that we have the same breed and he was really excited to show me his dog.
Kate is so special because she's so old she might be able to build robots.
My favorite moment was probably making the Valentine's Day bag with Eden. She is very creative and she likes to put things a certain way, so she kind of told us what to do, and it was really fun kind of getting to know her personality.
Yeah, you could definitely see it in her card. It was great. She covered everything in hearts.
Chris is in the robotics team. They build robots, they make stuff in robots. Elise is a cheerleader. Go. B-O-R-S-C-O-W. Boom. Ethan does no sports, only robotics. Shanice is my other senior buddy and she likes to do basketball.
So my personal favorite thing about Nora is the conversations that we always have on the way to lunch with her. She always horse gallops alongside us, and then we talk about our pets. And I have a lot to talk about because I have 7 dogs, and that always blows her mind. I think it's really funny. And she doesn't have any pets, but she loves to hear about mine.
Yes, and she loves to make animal sounds, which is my personal favorite thing about her. Just a little meow here and there is wonderful.
If me and my senior buddies were scientists, we would make a night vision potion that lasts for 10 hours. I think Ethan wants to be a spy when he grows up.
Why?
I don't know why.
So my favorite moment was when we did the scavenger hunt with Scarlett. She was so excited to run all over the school and see everything, and she saw all of her friends and she was saying hi to everybody. and her favorite part of it was just seeing all of her friends and running around. It was really adorable.
My favorite moment was when we got to disguise a turkey for Thanksgiving, and I enjoyed that because we disguised ours as a unicorn, and me and Scarlett have similar personalities and interests, so I thought that was kind of cool.
Favorite thing about Emily is that she I like her because I like playing with her and like doing stuff with her. Jenny is kind. She lets me do everything that I want.
My favorite moment was when we first met him and we had to draw. We were just drawing stuff and I drew him a turtle and I think he's kept it since then.
Remember the time we had to disguise a turkey and he picked a duck and then he kept on adding feathers and glitters onto our little turkey, and it was so cute and it was so much fun.
I will take Luke on the beach in California.
What would you do at the beach?
Get in the water or just run away. If me and Isabel were gonna go on a trip, we would go to Australia.
My favorite moment with Walter was whenever we finished our activity for the day, he would draw some really crazy go-karts and monster trucks and we'd cut them out for him, and it was really fun seeing him get all excited and telling us about something he really enjoys.
I remember with the project where he had to copy what we did. He said he had to draw a car. So we had to draw a card for him to draw a car.
You and Greg were scientists. What would you invent?
A model of a Monster Jam truck.
So my favorite memory was probably the gym day where I got to see David play with all his friends, and kind of just took me back to when I was in kindergarten, first grade.
Bryce is my senior buddy, and he plays basketball. I haven't seen him play basketball before, but one day I might see him play basketball, and this is how you dribble. When Bryce goes to college, he will need pencils and school supplies.
When Francesca goes to college, she needs to listen to her teacher.
So my favorite memory with Bennett was when we went on a scavenger hunt through the school because he was so excited, and it was basically all I could do to keep up with him. So I would have to make him stop every once in a while so I could tie my shoe or whatever, because we were just going. He was so excited to go find everything that we were supposed to look for.
I met Jonah for the first time. He gave me a high five, and he saw my twin brother, which is P-I-E-R. Me and Jonah had a superpower. It'll be engine boost power.
I definitely have to say that my favorite memory with Ricky was the beanbag dodgeball, because I just got to see him run around and just have a ton of fun and just be himself.
My favorite memory with Ricky was to draw with him. I think he is a pretty good artist.
Amy is my another senior buddy, and she's kind of quiet. Amy has a superpower. It'll be the engine boost power.
Can you show us what that looks like?
My favorite thing about Danielle is she's nice.
I think one of my most memorable moments is when we taught Tag how to make paper airplanes.
Yeah, I think it was really cute because he'd never done it before. So when we showed him and we taught him how to throw it, it made him really happy.
I know so many things about Miles because he helps me, and he made it a little better than I was expecting. So that's why he's my friend. My senior buddies are Bianca and Mo. I like to play cars with my senior buddies.
So my favorite moment with my little buddy, Orion, was when we made Thanksgiving turkeys, and he said that he really liked Batman, so we ended up making a Spider-Man turkey for some reason.
Yeah, and my favorite memory with Orion was when
I was on the homecoming court, and after the game was over, he actually came up and hugged me, and I had no idea that he was even at the game, but his mom came up to me and said that Orion had to come because he knew that I was a part of it, and I felt really happy that he remembered like me.
Our favorite memory with our kindergarten buddy Salma was when we went on our first, I think it was our first activity, it was a scavenger hunt. She made us laugh.
She made us run around a lot. I got really tired from running around, so it was fun though. It was really fun.
Otto is a great artist and he helps me with what I have to do with the projects we do every day when we see him. If Missy and I were to go on the girls' trip, we would go to the North Pole.
You could take your senior buddy Remy on a trip. Where would you go?
St. Louis.
What will you do there?
We'll play with my Yaya and Papa.
My favorite moment is when we did the Thanksgiving activity and Sydney decided to dress our turkey up as a mermaid.
I think mine was when the second day after I first met Sydney, she yelled at me from down the hallway, "Pago!"
Pato is a good senior buddy and he's really nice.
What nice things does he do for you?
Lots of stuff.
Like what?
He helps us.
Helps you do what?
Like stuff that we're supposed to do with him.
What advice do you have for Sophie when she goes to college?
He will give her a hug. Brian needs to take pencils, pens, crayons, and markers.
My favorite memory of my kindergarten buddy has to be the very first day when we were on our scavenger hunt. We had to go outside for a portion, and it happened to be rainy that day, so Ryan went ahead and picked her up and carried her all the way across the mud to the armillary, and she got a kick out of that. And I just thought that was really cute and funny.
My favorite memory was also on the first day. I remember right when I walked in, when she found out that Sophie and I were her buddy, she looked at me and was like, "Are you that guy on TV?" And she gave me a big hug, and it was pretty cool.
Autumn and Kitty are my senior buddies, and they are so special because they help me with a lot of things that I don't know.
My favorite moment with Charlie was when we finally, after asking her so many questions that she would just say, "I don't know," that we finally got her to tell us her favorite color, which we were going to keep a secret because she told us, and so we had to work for that, so I'm not going to tell you.
And my favorite moment is when we were making the Valentine's bag, and she just kept cutting all kinds of shape of hearts that I cannot really tell is that a heart or not, but she just kept cutting them and gluing them on the bag. She was so cute. I love her.
If me and my senior buddies were scientists, we would invent time travel. We would go backward when the dinosaurs were alive. Together, this is a song, singing mitten weather. The hardest thing about being a senior at Barstow is coming to your kindergarten friend.
My favorite memory is doing the gym activities with Michael and him running around with a pool noodle, screaming, "Protect me, Richard."
My favorite memory is when, for Thanksgiving, we had to disguise turkeys, and he chose to disguise his as our president.
My senior buddies ruled the world. One rule would be is that you cannot go into the castle without permission.
What do you think is the hardest thing about being a senior at Barstow?
About doing homework.
What kind of homework do you think they have?
Just counting.
Counting? That can get pretty tough, can't it?
Yeah.
How high do you think they can count?
To 100.
My favorite moment with
Alexa is at the gym when we were throwing the beanbags. That was my memorable part with her.
I think the most memorable part about our time with Alexa, because I only got to see her a few times, but I think the first time meeting her, just seeing how excited she was and how energetic and happy and funny. She's so funny, and I think that's just amazing.
I think Bradley's gonna be a doctor when he grows up.
What kind of doctor?
An animal doctor.
So what will he do with the animals?
He will check them out.
What do you think his favorite animal is?
Lion.
Why?
Because I don't know. I really don't know what his favorite. I haven't asked him the question yet. My senior buddy is Luke and Serena. She's really nice.
What else?
She's really fast.
My favorite moment with our kid was definitely when we were playing hacky sack. He loved it, and since we won, he was so happy.
Yeah, Sutton, he's usually kind of a reserved child. He kind of keeps to himself. He's kind of mild-mannered, but I remember one day after, I think it was Thanksgiving, I carried him, I can't remember where, but I was just carrying him and he was just laughing. It just warmed my heart. It was just so cute.
It was really cute.
What kind of superpower do you and your senior buddy Luke have?
The ability to control properability.
The ability to control what?
Properability.
What does properability mean?
I don't exactly know, but like it's basically control lots, like basically everything or so.
You control everything?
Basically.
Kirsten and Wrigley, not your senior buddies? Wrigley, blonde hair.
Oh. I thought you meant, I don't know, Wrigley. Maybe there's two Wrigleys. Wrigley and I would go to Hawaii.
Hawaii? Why Hawaii?
Because we're learning about Japan.
Because what?
We're learning about Japan.
Oh, because you're learning about Japan.
That makes sense.
My favorite memory is when we drew all those dinosaurs on every single art activity that we did.
Yeah, it was really fun doing that and running around in the gym playing games.
Kirsten's gonna go to college too. Do you have any, what would you say to her?
You have to bring supplies. Like markers, pencils, crayons. Maybe small markers if they're all. Probably don't talk to mean people that are like saying bad words and stuff.